Hi guys and welcome back. We are here with a Rome 2 battle that is got a bit of a twist because this is mine and Scrim's take on a historical battle, and you can guess from the faction of what historical battle it is going to be. It is in fact, as you can see here, as we have Sparta, it is in fact the Battle of Thermopylae, and we have since there isn't a map for Thermopylae, we decided to do it on like a river crossing, and I am playing as Sparta, and Scrim is playing as, well, Persia, but we had to use the Seleucids because they kind of have like a good mix of good infantry and Persian-looking infantry as well, and a lot of good Persian-looking cavalry, and have obviously war elephants, which some people say that were there and some people say they weren't. And you may be thinking, well, Pope, you've got a lot more than 300 Spartans. There were in fact like around, I want to say it was something between like 3 and 7,000 Greeks at Thermopylae to start with, and it is until like the very last day, day 3 of Thermopylae, where there is 300 Spartans left, and there are some Thebans as well, but they kind of like surrender straight away to the Persian might. So we've got some Perioikoi spears here anyway. We've got, what else do we have? We have some Helot javelins, more Perioikoi spears, and we've got some Spartan hoplites along with a general made up of Heroes of Sparta, which look more like the ones from 300 with their very jazzy, I don't know how you put it, plumes is probably the word I'd go for. So yeah, and then we've got, what we can see of Scrim's army is Eastern Spearmen, a lot of Eastern Spearmen. They're going to make up like the crappy infantry that like gets sent in first, and we can see a bit of Persian light archers and some Indian war elephants. So there's going to be, the attack's going to be in about 3 waves to kind of represent the 3 different days of fighting. So this is kind of just like a test. We decided, yeah, why not, let's do it, it'll be fun. And we'll see how it goes, if it is anything like the actual battle. So Scrim's going to keep some units in reserve, and he's going to send up 2 units to start to skirmish my Perioikoi spears. They should be able to deal with these Eastern Spearmen relatively well. I think Perioikoi spears they're fairly good. They're fairly good at defending choke points, I would have thought. Medium spear infantry against medium spear infantry, so yeah, these guys should be okay. And between each attack there's going to be like a volley from the Persian archers to kind of like just whittle us down a little bit before the infantry goes in. There are some very, very good infantry like in these woods somewhere that represent the immortals that will come in on like the second. Some will come in on the second day, and some will come in on like, the 3rd day. And we have some light cavalry as well appearing from Scrim. He don't know what he's going to do with this because he's attacking a choke point, but yeah, let's see what happens. And there we go, the Javis have come in, and we have the first clash, and we've got a few men dying. Let's get out of we're out of slow motion now. We can go into normal motion. Now that we're actually in the thick of it, we can watch. It's very good. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of just brawling and over very little. Okay, this guy's going out a bit far, isn't he? Stay in your formation. Unfortunately, the Perioikoi spears can't form hoplite formation, so that'll maybe they're undoing a little bit, and they may be able to the Eastern Spearmen may be able to break formation a bit. But I have confidence in these men, and this guy is just going ham. He's going deep into the enemy lines. Enemy lines? Enemy lines. Let's see where this guy can survive. And more Eastern Spearmen coming in, and here he goes. Oh, and he's dead. Anyway, while that is clashing, I'm just going to show you there is another crossing over here, and this is to represent the goat path that the Persians use in the 3rd and final day. So there will be, if you guys haven't watched 300 or just know the history, spoilers there. There is a there is another way around, but there will be one of these units. I forgot to send it over there at the deployment, but one of these units will go over there to represent the Thebans. The Thebans were the ones that were defending the Goat Path on the final day, and they surrendered straight away to the Persians in history, but not my men. So unfortunately, yeah, we couldn't use. We wanted to use Wrath of Sparta units, but obviously you can't use the Persian Empire, which is unfortunate. Because I could have then used. I would have had a bit of a bulked out Spartan roster, but we're having to just use the Grand Campaign, and that's okay. It's all right. So Scrim here is letting some of his men rest before he's sending them back in. And as you can see, I'm not really breaking these men. I'm not actually doing as much damage as I thought so. There are a lot more Eastern Spearmen dead, but I don't know if it's, you know, if it's really paying off. And so yeah, I brought some Javies as well, just to kind of make it more interesting and give myself a bit more diversity. Sacrificed a few spears for having some javelins, and I think it's worth it. And these Perioikoi can luckily throw spears as well, javelins as well, and they will do so. So yeah, that's all good. So yeah, there's not much commentary to really be said. Oof, unlucky him. There's just I'll just admire the battle and let you guys just watch this brawl and unfurl. No, that's not a good word to use. I don't know. Words are hard, as they say. I like the officer though. He looks very, very good, doesn't he? Oh, look at that. He looks very good. Very Persian. Anyway, let's see what the front line's doing. Oh, that guy. Feeling the point of spears. And as you can see here, javelins are starting to come in. I've now sent in my Helot javelins to pepper these guys down. And they are now getting showered with javelins of these men that are now being forced to come back in. I was like, well, if you're going to stand here and just stand there and take it, well, and rest up, well, you can take some javelins. And now I think these men are breaking. Yes, 44 Eastern Spearmen, that's all it took, and now they're breaking. And then they're fully gone now. And now we are, this side here is a bit more, it's not got as many forces now. It's very left-sided, heavy is this force, and it looks like they're trying to squeeze through here. You can see that very much. So oh gosh, lots of javelins coming in here. I'm sure there's some friendly fire going on, but yeah, they are trying to. I'm focusing most of my javelins over here to stop them trying to flank around and get around my choke point I've got. And there you go, more breaking. And these men will die when they go back to Xerxes and they haven't taken the hot gates. Lots of war cries going out. Oh, another Perioikoi down. We can't lose. We need each Spartan to take a couple of men with him. But I don't know if we're killing enough. The javelins are certainly doing quite a bit of damage on their behalf. And here we come. The cavalry coming in. That was a good shot. Cavalry coming in, charging, cutting down these men. Very good. And they are causing problems for my formation. And I'm sending my third Perioikoi unit to just give it closer and fill up, stop them from doing any damage. And this side here, certainly this formation here is taking a lot of casualties compared to this one. If you look at like the amount of men left in the fourth line, it's not many. Here we go, sending in the third and final Perioikoi spears. A nice thick line here of Perioikoi, who are not even Spartans. These guys are more like the when you see in 300 the like amateur soldiers. These are representing them really. And then so are some of those guys over there, but you know, so are some of those yeah, Spartan hoplites, I'd say. So they just represent like the amateur ones, but you know, we can't have everyone being really awful, otherwise this would be over in no time. Because unfortunately there aren't enough bad units to represent all the rubbishy Persian units, and I don't really want just a... We decided we didn't want just an army of Eastern spearmen, so we decided to mix it up a bit. Shame it's not Rome 1 and they have peasants. We just have some armies of peasants. But yes, the cavalry are now causing a bit of problem, but we're sending in more javelins. I've activated my javelin men again, and they're going to knock men off their horses. Here we go. Chaos ensuing with the javelins coming in. Oof! Poor men. This guy got knocked off his horse. And he's dead. Look at all the horses with javelins on them. I'm pretty sure they shouldn't be able to ride anymore. And there we go. More men breaking. Lots of infantry breaking. They've had it. Now it's just the cavalry left, really. And the cavalry fighting in close combat against spears. Everyone knows how that's going to end. It's going to end badly. It's going to end with lots of dead men and horses. And there we go, another one falling. This is just bread and butter for the Perioikoi spears. They'll be happy to deal with this. I don't think there's there's not even a single infantry formation left. Some of these the Eastern spearmen are just routing. Some of these may return. 46, 49. They might return some of these, but we'll never know. And here we go. This is the general representing Xerxes with his Agema cavalry. Oh, I probably butchered that. Looking very Greek, unfortunately. That's the only problem. Can't find. Needed like a faction, like a mix of Parthia, but also Seleucids possibly, because like Parthia's like looks Persian, but they don't have any good infantry, and not enough like variety in infantry. I think they have Eastern spearmen and then like Eastern swordsmen, and that's about it. And hillmen, and that's not great. So anyway, the cavalry almost broken. Perioikoi spears, they were very thin on the ground. It's probably about 2 units worth now of men, so it's not looking great. And is about to have some archers come in and shoot. Here we go, the cavalry's breaking away. Not sure if it's breaking or if it's just, yeah, it's all broken. That's it. That's the first day done. Quite quickly. Well, not quite quickly, but quite easily. Anyway, quite happily dealt with all that. Then what do we have here? Oh, Indian elephants. You can see. Oh, and we can see a lot more now coming out of the forest. A lot more. So what do we have here? Persian hoplites. These are like the more elite units coming up. Persian hoplites, yeah, they'll do some damage, and even some silver shield swordsmen. And the silver shield swordsmen, Scrim told me, are supposed to be the ones that are representing the immortals, and these have got 1 gold chevron. So these guys are very, very good. And I don't like these guys just with no chevrons. These are annoying to get rid of. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. I brought up some Spartan hoplites, 3 units to take them on, because the Perioikoi spears are breaking to this shower of archers that's coming in. Look at that. Let's just have a look at these. We're going to block out the sun with the arrows, and we will fight in the shade, as they say in 300 and any other Spartan movie. I've watched a fair few Thermopylae films. There are quite a few out there, and they all say the same thing. I'm pretty sure it's Michael Fassbender in 300 that says that famous line. Yep, they're happy with their job, it seems, cheering away. Not sure how many of the Perioikoi spears have they broken. I think they've broken all the Perioikoi spears. Yeah, they've all broken. So all those men, look at this man. Tell my mother I love her. And that's another thing. Sparta is you don't run away. You either come back victorious or die on your shield. So all those men that have run, they'll just be like banished from Sparta, or they'll be shunned. These men here, these are Spartan hoplites. These will stand strong. And the balance of power is not looking great. It's got worse, I think, if anything, with the breaking of the Perioikoi. But these men here, they'll certainly break these Eastern Spearmen very nicely. And Spartan hoplites, I imagine they'll break as well. Silver Shield, I'm not so sure. They may have a bit of trouble with them. And the elephants moving forward. The elephants are coming, boys. They are coming. You better be ready for something we don't know that was there, and it could have been or it could not have been. We're not quite sure. But here comes the clash. And I'm pretty sure, I'm just quickly have a look. Yep, there's no movement on the other side. So the Persians still haven't found the goat path. Good. They should not. If they find it, then all is lost. And now we can see the elephants in the distance. Just like, good God. Just got a spear in the middle as well, but good God. What is that monstrosity? Here they come, boys. There we go, in the front lines. There we go. Now we can see what's going on. And yep, Persian hoplites, from looking from here, they look a lot more elite. They still they got basic armor. Actually, it's fairly similar, the armor, to the Spartans. Looking at their breastplate and stuff like that. And here they come in. They're going straight in on the left flank. They're going to reinforce, and also coming straight in on the. Oh no, they're not quite coming straight in. They're going to stand, rest up a little bit, and just like that, Eastern Spearmen are breaking. So I imagine it won't be long until the Persian hoplites come in. Here they come. Here they come. And the Spartans aren't holding formation, which is annoying. This guy has died unnecessarily. But most of them are holding their position. And it's very close at the moment. There's not much difference, and there's just line after line after line of Persian hoplites now. There's this lot, then there's that lot, then there's another lot after that. And here come the elephants. The elephants have been activated. Scrim was not messing around, it seems, when it came to getting through this line. And it's fairly thick. The next line of hoplites is already in place. I don't know how many units how many units have been committed then. Quite a few. So we've got 2 more. We've got 5 units of Spartan hoplites here ready. Oh, and the elephants haven't quite been committed. They've just been moved forward. He's just threatening what he can use. And already, okay, the Spartans are now going over to the other crossing of the goat path, and they're getting ready to defend. Or I should say, these are the Thebans being represented by the Spartans. And now the general is also general's coming up with his heroes of Sparta. Oh no, the heroes of Sparta aren't even the general. We just got a heroes of Sparta unit. The general is still in a royal Spartan unit, and we have royal Spartans there. Interesting, interesting. Royal Spartans and the Spartan hoplites look almost identical. I'm pretty sure they are identical. Oh, they have capes. That is all the only difference. They have capes. They do not. They are very, very similar. And unfortunately, the Spartans here haven't been able to break any of these Persian hoplites yet. So, yeah. It's very, very slow going at the moment. But we will break through, I'm sure. Thermopylae must hold, so we can get so we can save Athens and the and Greece. So we'll get the Persian view. Persian view, a lot of Lots of Spartans to break through, but then look behind you, you've got the men with the whips should be there. And they should be whipping and going, telling the men to get forward, because this is just an army of slaves and savages. And Scrim's like, well, the line's getting a bit thin, we're going to send up some more troops and send in the elephants, it seems. They're already somehow bloodied up as well, which is surprising since my javelins have long gone. I think they're somewhere at the back there. Oh no, in they go now. They're just... Speak of the devil, there they are. They're joining the battle just now. Look at this. The Spartans have really pushed out the Persians. So the Persian line has crumbled. Look over there. Spartans have really pushed out. I think I, when I was playing this, did ask for a huge push. And I was like, well, we're going to push the elephants. Try and break them. Because looking at it, there's not much more left. It's just those immortals left now. All the Persian hoplites have been committed. And now the elephants go in. Here they come. Oh god! Such barbaric beasts! They do so much ruin to the lines. And now Spartans, I don't really know what the Spartan formation is doing, but a lot of Spartans just charging all over the place. There's no hoplite formation anymore, and look at that, they're just getting round the side. Not one of them's really like thrown anyone around yet. Oh, there we go, there's a bit. There's a little bit. Not much. Here we go, there's a bit over there. They've not really had a good charge. That's what I was thinking. They've just wandered in. I really should have saved some ammunition as well for these elephants, because it really would have helped and bring them down. And now I'm sending in more hoplites. I'm like, right, that's it. We've got to contain these elephants. Oh, there's an elephant all the way back here. I didn't miss this one. This one seems like it might do some damage, and already the javelins are breaking. Go back to Sparta, ashamed, and you shall be banished. Just the occasional archer shooting as well. This elephant, they just seem to be happy just to sit there. It's just a massive infantry, they can't really get through it. Come on, elephant, do something. The viewers want to see you do something. We don't want to see your butt. Okay, well, hopefully come back to him and he might do something. Oh, another one right here. Come on, toss some men around. Oh, there we go. Gosh, I just saw the end of that. Here we go. Oh, oh, and another one here. There's another one, must be like right behind. Yeah, right on my left. Yeah, now whatever there was as a hoplite formation is gone. A lot of these Spartans are now probably thinking we should not have pushed up so far. We are in a lot of trouble. Oof. There's just the occasional arrow well that just like fires through, and like in this densely packed formation there is no way they are stopping them. And I think that horn is sounding the advance of the Silver Shield Swordsmen have gone in. And there we go, that elephant's down. First, oh no, it's 2 elephants down now. 3 elephants down. We are actually dealing with them okay, and we're even pushing them around. Spartans are so strong. And that's what it looks like from overview. It's looking very, very... I'd say the numbers wise it's possibly Spartan. Look at that, Spartans pushing around, they're flanking. But not in big enough numbers really, and they're kind of getting cut down by the Immortals, I should say. I keep wanting to say Silver Shield. They are the Immortals. So yes, the elephants are not really being effective now. They're tossing around a few men, but they're not really doing enough. And there's actually some Persian hoplites in reserve. Scrim sent up his best men before he even sent up his final like regular units. That's what I was lost for words on how to describe the Persian hoplites. But yeah, we've got more skirmishes breaking, which is no surprise, and more men appearing from the mist. We've got even better Persian hoplites. These are also to represent, these gold chevron ones are also representing the immortals. So we have some good spear immortals appearing, and some more silver swords. Gosh, the horde is endless. And then over here we have immortals appearing. More silver swords, Persian hoplites, silver swords. All these immortals appearing, ready to storm around. They've got the word about the final day. So yeah, the second and the third day kind of merged together a bit because, well, we were like, well, this is becoming an absolute marathon of a battle. Well, not a marathon, but it's becoming quite a long battle, and we were actually worried that these Spartans might not break the Indian war elephants and some of these hoplites. So we were like, well, we'll bring the third day on so you have a fair amount of men left for the final stand, which will surely be soon, because all these men here have not got a chance against these immortals. And I don't mobilize this unit to go towards here because, like, in history, the Thebans were caught by surprise. So I'll march these men slowly towards it when they get there, just to show surprise, almost like in history. So yes, I think soon. Yeah, look at this, 2 Spartan hoplite units breaking already. So I reform. I decide to pull back because I make a huge offensive, which doesn't really pay off. And oh, poor man, dying here. So we'll go back, take the herd off again, and carry on looking. I was trying to put looking and inspecting together. That'd be like respecting. And in come the heroes of Sparta. We're having to mobilize some elite units now to come in. But yeah, we should be okay for a bit longer. And the Persian hoplites here in some rest. The immortals are actually taking the brunt of the attack, fighting across about 3 different units. Now here's the Sparta coming in on the right flank. And in Greek formations, the right flank was always the prestigious position. The king would often be on the right flank. That's doesn't make it prestigious. He took it because it was most prestigious, but because, like, the formation, they came in like an angle, a Spartan formation. So imagine this is the formation here with these 4 units, and you'd march to the left towards your foe. So the right flank would always be outflanking the opposition. So you get round the back, and you'd usually be the killer blow. So that's why the right was quite a prestigious position in a Greek formation, in a hoplite formation, and even a pike formation. Fun fact for the day, that is. It's a fun fact. Ooh. So the elephants actually haven't left yet. They're happily just sitting here and just watching while these archers fire at strange angles, it seems. And this guy here looks funny, doesn't he? Just, oh, well, I don't quite know how I got up here, but I'm not quite sure how I'm getting down either. I guess when my elephant dies, that's how it happens. And yeah, it's a shame I haven't actually got any archers left, because I could have done with sending these elephants berserk. He's going to do it again. Yep, it's weird angle. It's like he should be firing over there, but he just fires straight into there and probably gets a kill every time. Poor Spartans. Look at that, there's a lot of dead Spartans down here. It's kind of because of my fault. I did make a huge offensive with Spartans, and Spartans on the offensive never ends well. They are a very defensive faction. Oh, my apologies. I was trying to zoom in over here and watch the fight. Oh dear. Look, the Spartan line is just falling, being pushed back. The Spartans started here in the picture, and they're now gradually going back. They're trying to push up. I love the heroes of Sparta, though. Such an amazing unit. The elephants are pulled back. Persian hoplites are pulled back. Quickly look at what's going on the other side. Oh, we have lots of stuff happening. I've already forgotten about this, but we have got the. That's actually quite a good shot. We've got the Theban unit here being surrounded. I did march it slowly forward, and it's now got surrounded. Scrim managed to get behind it, which was smart of him, instead of taking it head on. So we can watch this pocket get slowly squashed. It's a sad, sad sight. But it's a great sacrifice for Greece, even though the Persians burned down Athens. Spoilers there. If you don't know about the Battle of Thermopylae, you're missing out. You're missing out. That's some key history. I think even if you've not got much interest in history, you'd still be interested in the Battle of Thermopylae. But yeah, so we've got a mix of spears and swords in here. Very, very elite units. I'm not even sure if this unit was chevroned up. This might have been just a basic royal Spartan hoplite unit. Royal Spartans are waiting for the final stand, and then they'll go in. And there, just like that, they're broken, and this is just going to be a massacre now. Yeah, it's a sad, sad sight. So yes, that is finally happened, and now we can. Oh, there's still fighting over here. So the jaws are starting to close. They got a bit of a way to go. So it's where they can break these units, and then it's a bit of a task to break all these. They've not even killed many of the elephants yet. Just over half left, and we've still got Persian hoplites, a lot of other immortal units, and still the general. So yes, it's going to be an uphill task. And these, this is just a one chevron immortals, and they're causing a lot of problems. And then there's still 3 chevrons left to go. God, it's going to be a problem. But I've got Royal Spartans with 3 chevrons ready to go as well. We've still got Heroes of Sparta with their 3 chevrons, but there's a small unit, 90. I think it's a bit of a silly thing to have as a small unit, unless you're going to give them some amazing buffs. I think it's a bit silly, but yeah, here they come. Just jabbing that spear over their shield with a lander on it. I think that's right. I could be wrong. And then we're pushing the elephant again. The Spartans are just so strong, and they've making a push with an elephant. That's how they're going to gain ground. And the Spartans are already surrounding. Spartans are surrounding the immortals that are left in here. Amazing, amazing. And there we go. They're broken. So there's one final. The final day is about to begin then. So yeah, the third day kind of started a bit preemptively over on this side, but it's about to take shape over here. And this is where Sparta must hold. I think I made a mistake with my Spartan hoplites earlier, because as you can see, they're just not strong enough. Units left. I made some silly mistakes here, just trying to push men forward. But you can just see in the water all the dead, and sorry about that, all the buzzing going off. Persian light archers getting ready to do their last volley, which is going to be carnage on the units like Spartan hoplites here. These are on a few chevrons, these Spartan hoplites, but they're not great. So, but yeah, this unit here will surely break. I wouldn't be surprised if all 3 of those units broke if they focus those ones down anyway. But these are some fresh Royal Spartan units. They should hold for a while, he says. getting into position, which is, it's just sad to watch. It's sad to watch. And there we go, they're coming in with their arrows. Oh. Oof. It's all those barbed arrows. Not quite putting out the sun, like darkening the skies and stuff like that. But you know, I've completely forgot the quote. But it's fairly dangerous. I don't even think you could darken the skies with all the arrows. Block out the sun. That's it. Don't even think you could block out the sun with arrows on a Rome 2, but they're certainly doing damage anyway to some units. But none of the units are broken yet. None of the Spartans are broken. Even this unit of 16, I don't even think one of their men's been hit yet. And just like that, they are being called up to. Oh yes, that was it. And this here was Xerxes going forward and offering one last chance to surrender, like in 300. And we should have had like a sally out to try and kill him. That would have been good. I should have thought of that. Just thought of that now off the top of my head. We should have had a sally out to like try and kill him, like in the film in 300 where he throws the spear. I'm sorry I'm ruining this film, but if you've not seen 300 and you're watching this, you're just mad. Here we come. You hear that? It's the general saying, perhaps you can do some fighting as well as being pretty. Yes, give the general a cheer now, lads. It's going to be needed. Look at that, back to back. Back to back, like in the real battle of Thermopylae. And this is probably around 300 men left. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, throwing javelins in as well. Scrim, that cheeky man. Throwing javelins in at me just before charging in. As if my men haven't had enough pain already. And that even more arrows. He's not even managed to charge in this side yet. He's still firing arrows, wasting all his ammunition. But then again, he doesn't care about Persian lives either. He just cares about killing Spartans. Persians just an army of slaves. God, in the background there, all those arrows. Oh. And my men are just getting cut down right now. They're just so battered and bruised. And already that unit's broken. Units are just breaking like mad. So already the front line's almost broken. Even the heroes of Sparta are broken. And just like that, the general also goes. And the final stand was nothing. It was awful. We've put shame to the name of Sparta. So yeah, so our men, the general got like no kills. Heroes of Sparta did pretty poor as well. Perioikoi did very well, some of them. Javelins did okay. A few of the hoplites did okay, but most of them did fairly poorly for Sparta. It was 1,000 dead in kills. The elephant, oh dear, sorry, pardon me. The elephant doing very, very well. And so, again with this immortal unit, the first one that went in. Archers did okay as well. It's pretty spread, I mean apart from down here, with the kills, really. So yeah, if you've enjoyed that Battle of Thermopylae, then please give the video a like, and if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye for now.